Sasa nimefungiwa nyumba 1 wiki na
kwenda polisi hapo. Enda polisi.
Pastor Ng'ang'a namshukuru tu kwa venye Mungu alipitia kwake ndio nisaidike.
Pastor Ng'ang'a alifanya kimchezo, alifanya kumkejeli, lakini Mungu naye amekuja. God anatumia watu differently. God anatumia pia mapasta.
That I recognize and congratulate Bishop Ng'ang'a, because what he thought was possibly a rebuff to Mora, still Kenyans through social media and media turned it to a good story.
Asanti sana msikilizaji na mtazamaji wa Superior Media Kenya, na asanti kwa kuendelea na kutushikilia kwa njia ya kuweza kuwatch video zetu, na ningeomba uendelee kusubscribe, kushare na kulike video zetu. Na leo hii niko na story ya ajabu ambao leo Milka Moraa amekuwa kitrend sana. Tumekuwa tukimuona akitrend kule social media kwa sababu alipoenda kwa kanisa la Pastor Ng'ang'a alikuwa na shida, na Pastor Ng'ang'a akaweza kuomba pesa ya rent, na hapo ndipo Pastor Ng'ang'a akaweza kumjibu na akamwambia yeye haezi msaidia, kwamba affordable housing ndio itamsaidia.
Sasa nimefungiwa nyumba 1 wiki na
kwenda polisi hapo. Enda polisi. Polisi ya kwenye ni wapi?
naishi Njenga.
Njenga. Sasa umefungua polisi, umekuja hapa kutafuta pesa? Hapa ni kwa maombi. Kama ni mambo ya maombi sawa, pesa enda kwa government, enda kwa sakaja yako. Siku na nyumba zimejengwa za siku na nyumba imeitwa Friday affordable. Siwende ukaa hizo za affordable. Ndio nasema shida ya nyumba usinete, shida ya nyumba enda kwa government.
Na leo hii ameweza kupatana na CS wa mambo ya LADS, na akaweza kuwa registered under affordable housing program ambayo itamsaidia kupata nyumba yake. Na leo hii tuko na yeye hapa na ningependa tukaweze kuongea na yeye moja kwa moja, akaweze kutuelezea kama amefurahia. Unaweza anza kwa jina lako na utuambie labda umesikiaje siku ya leo ambapo umepatana na CS wa LAD?
Kwa majina ninaitwa Milka Moraa. Nimefurahi kufika mahali hapa kwa affordable house office. Nimekuja kusaidika na ninashukuru Mungu kwa usaidizi yenye nimepata.
Na labda ungesemaje kwa Pastor Ng'ang'a?
Kwa Pastor Ng'ang'a namshukuru tu kwa venye Mungu alipitia kwake ndio nisaidike. Namshukuru Mungu yani namshukuru na ninamwambia asante.
Na sasa kwa hii program ambao umekuwa registered, utakuwa ukilipa pesa ngapi, na labda kwa hii vile umeregister umeweza kulipa pesa ngapi?
Venye nimekaa registered nimelipa 64,000 na nitaanza kulipa per month 3,900. Yeah.
Na labda unafurahia kwamba sasa watoto wako wataweza kuishi mahali pazuri, na labda unaweza tueleza condition ilikuwaje kule ambapo ulikuwa unaishi?
Mahali nilikuwa naishi condition ilikuwa bad, but mahali ninaenda kwa hiyo affordable house is a good condition there, na environment yani free, yani space iko kubwa, mali watoto hata watachezea. Yeah, osi iko hapo na shuleni hapo ndani.
Na ulikuwa unaishi pande gani ya Nairobi, na mwito wako kwa Wakenya ambao wanaishi labda hizo area ambao unaishi, ni vizuri waweze kuregister ama ungependa
huko Mukuru wa Njenga mali nilikuwa naishi? Ninaomba hao watu wenye wanaishi hapo wa follow venye nimefollow, ukae registered, utafaidika.
Asante sana Mora kwa kuweza kuongea na Superior Media Kenya. Na sijui kama tunaweza ongea na wewe officer dakika moja. Tuliona ya kwamba umeweza kusaidia Mora kwa njia kubwa sana na akaweza kusaidika kwa Wakenya. Pia tumeona amekuwa registered kwa huu mpango wa affordable housing. Ungesemaje, ulimpata aje na umemsaidia kwa njia gani?
Yeah, it was just on social media. Nilipata hiyo clip yake nikashare kwa social media. I use social media sana Facebook kwa kufanya mambo yangu. Na run initiative inaitwa Askari ni Binadamu, this giving back to the society. Na most of the times nilikuja na hiyo initiative at least kusaidia Wakenya wale wenye at least hawana mwelekeo na wale pia ambao hawezi weza kujimudu kimaisha. So once na identify that case naeka kwa social media, naomba Wakenya wananisaidia just the way niliweka ya huyu, and we collected 430,000 tuka deposit. Zingine at least amenunua vitu, hata ukimwangalia saa hizi sio vile alikuwa the other time, amejitengeneza kidogo na I'm seeing it's working. Yeah.
Na mwito wako kwa Wakenya wengine, ni vizuri waweze kuregister kwa hii program?
Mimi ndio mtu wa kwanza, nimeongea na waziri saa hizi and I'm going to register. Naweza taka kuchukua either 1 bedroom ama 2 bedroom. Hakuna mtu hawezi taka nyumba kwa hii Kenya, and if it's something that I'm going to pay baka nitoke job, then why? Kwa nini? After nimelipa yote 20 years ama 10 years, I leave a house to my daughters. I have 3 girls. So nitaacha watoto wangu kwa ile nyumba, hata kama mimi sitakuwa niko na nyumbani kwangu, but my kids when they are in Nairobi or they are in Nakuru, they have a place wanaita kwao pia.
Na ungesemaje kwa Pastor Ng'ang'a?
Pastor Ng'ang'a alifanya kimchezo, alifanya kumkejeli, lakini Mungu naye amekuja. You know, God anatumia watu differently. God anatumia pia mapasta kutouch lives za watu. Through Ng'ang'a tumejua kesi ya huyu. Through Ng'ang'a amesaidika. Through Ng'ang'a atapata nyumba. Through Ng'ang'a account yake sasa iko na more than 360,000. So unaona, that is how things are working.
Thank you so much. Asanti sana ofisa na Milka kwa kuweza kuongea na channel hii ya Superior Media Kenya, na CS wa Lads ambaye anajulikana kama Alice Wahome pia amepatana na Milka na akaweza kuongea mambo tofauti. Nitakuwekea video ili ukaweze kuona vile ambavyo amenena, na pia ameweza kuregister Milka kwa hii mpango wa affordable housing. Ningeomba ukaweze kuendelea na kulike, kushare na kusubscribe kwa hii channel yetu ya Superior Media Kenya. Asante.
I want to actually start by congratulating Corporal Sami, because he is actually a police officer. He has told me he believes in the motto, police pia ni binadamu. So when he saw Mora's story, he was quite touched and picked it up, and the rest of the story for Mora is really now a Kenyan story. Let me go back a little, because I think it is important that I recognize and congratulate Bishop Ng'ang'a, because what he thought was possibly a rebuff to Mora, still Kenyans through social media and media turned it to a good story. So wherever you are, Bishop Ng'ang'a, thank you very much for referring her to available. You said avoidable, affordable. She is now here at the affordable, but the true name of the program under housing and urban development is Affordable Housing Program. And our platform is Boma Yangu, and we have been calling upon Kenyans to embrace, appreciate, and recognize that this is a Kenyan program. And therefore, there is a big role that Bishop Ng'ang'a, in his own way, has helped to profile, to create publicity and awareness for the affordable housing program. And after this, I'll be calling him to thank him personally. In his own way, he deserves that. So why are we here today? After we also saw the story, Kenyans, I think, reacted differently. There are even those who rebuked Bishop Nganga for his utterances or his apparent maybe lack of empathy, considering that he's a man of God. Possibly the approach was not the best approach. It must have put Mora, I have seen her saying it put her quite down. But today, she's happy because she's the owner of an affordable housing under the social typology, because we have 3 categories: affordable housing, social housing, and market. Social is the one that is most affordable, but also affordable is also affordable. And then the market. The difference is the sizes in terms of the space that you have been allocated within your unit, the space contained in a unit. Of course, the studio is obviously the smallest. It is 19 square meters. The house Mora will occupy is 19 square meters, costing 640,000. A deposit payable 64,000. And please note, the deposit that does not stop you from owning the house, because you can pay the deposit, as we go along before you enter the house. And as long as you have successfully been assessed, you will not miss a house because your deposit is not sufficient, because this is a conversation we have held, and therefore 640,000. I want to announce that Mora has already paid deposit of 64,000 shillings into her account. The monthly payment will be 3,900. Mora was paying 4,000 shillings per month. The house we have we are allocating to have through the system will be ready, among other houses, in 2 months' time. In March, we expect to release the houses to the public. 5 blocks in Mukuru. There are 5 blocks in Mukuru. And Mukuru kwa Ruben is our, maybe I could say, our very best, one of our very best sites. We are doing 13,000 units in Mukuru. 13,000 and about 200 units. Within the next 60 days, we are actually fixing the lifts. Within the next 60 days, we shall be giving 1,050 units. 50 or 80? 1,080 units in 60 days. And one of those units will be owned by Mora. You might ask, why are we coming with this? Because obviously, Mora lived, when she was thrown out by her landlord, who actually sealed, what you call it, welding. The doors were fixed through welding, so that you cannot even break the lock. And she lived for 3 weeks with a well-wisher. I won't say who she is because I haven't met her, but for 3 weeks she lived there with a well-wisher. What are we saying today? We are saying that I have challenged also Corporal Sami, because he didn't know we will end here. He will register before he leaves. He has told me he has seen the houses, he likes them, and he will also register for one before he leaves. I therefore want to just tell Kenyans, because they have listened to a lot of things, negative things, and most of the people speaking against the affordable housing are people living in maybe 3, 4, 5 bedroom mansions in areas that you can call affluent, areas that you can call upmarket, comfortable spaces, comfortable living spaces. So for us here in Mukuru, we will be having a school. We are expanding the school facilities around. We have a dispensary. We are going to have more than maybe 3 kindergartens, because the number of 13,000 is very huge. So we are going to do a new school there. We are going to expand the existing schools around Mukuru so that we can also be able to host the children that will require to go to the school. We'll also have a market there, because you can, and a shopping center within the same complex. So Kenyans who have listened to the negative things by people who are fighting this program, just know that between now and March, we will be releasing 4,800 units, fully completed, owned by Kenyans, selected by Kenyans, and in about 19 different projects that will be ready. So that if in Mukuru I'm releasing 1,080, the other balance will come from other 18 projects throughout the country. By June, I want to promise Kenyans more units will be ready, because Homa Bay will be ready, which is a NHC project. Nyandarua may be ready also. We will also have Kirinyaga, which is complete, about 95% complete, and Embu. All these projects will form part of the units that will be releasing within the next 60 days. So let us embrace this project. We are collecting 65 billion Kenya shillings, and this is Kenyans' money. And I know that Kenyans are saying, why should I pay? And I am not guaranteed that I will get a house, or I don't want a house. When we pay, like may I say my case, when I pay for SHA, previously NHIF, it's not necessarily because I will use the facility. When you pay tax that goes to a road, goes to a hospital, goes to buy books, goes to build schools, it doesn't mean you are going into that school. It's for the general public. It's for Kenyan children. These homes are for Kenyans. So the tax of 1.5 that we are collecting from Kenyans will be well spent. We shall ensure accountability, and we shall deliver on our promise of 200,000 units to 250 units per year. And we expect by the end of 5 years, we will have achieved the big deficit that we need to meet of 1 million housing units of different typologies, between a studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom. And there are also houses that are quite friendly in terms of prices that we are calling market houses. The space is bigger, because when we say the studio is 20 square meters, then we have also 30 square meters. And I will let Shira give the rest of the details. She's our CEO. The board is operational, and the State Department is providing guidance and policy. And that's where the Cabinet Secretary comes in. So I want to really appreciate your presence here. I know some of you have been running with this story, and I will be most grateful to get your support to speak to Kenyans the truth about the affordable housing and any information you need, and we shall engage the media more often with sharper details and information.
It's a great day for us. Our CS actually she really wanted to meet Mora, having seen this story, and also Corporal Sami, who was able to highlight the story of Mora, and Kenyans of goodwill came to support in great numbers. Ourselves as the Affordable Housing Board, we were able also to reach out to Sami and to see, because she'd been told to come to the Affordable Housing Program and get a unit, and this is what we are able to do, because as CS mentioned, where she's been living is a small house, 9.2, but we have double the size house, better conditions, at just the cost of 640,000 Kenya shillings. Already Kenyans had already helped her raise almost 450,000 Kenya shillings. She's been able to come and register through Boma Yangu. She's put up her deposit of 10%, and now she'll be able, with her new job, to be paying her monthly rate of 3,900, lower than actually what she's paying where she is currently. So my main, what I'd want to focus on, because CS gave quite a bit of details around the program, is how Kenyans can also benefit, just as Mora has. We have various categories. I'll clarify more on that. We have the social category. It's for persons earning below 20,000 Kenya shillings. We have affordable housing for persons earning between 20,000 and 149,000. And we have affordable middle class, which is referred to as market, for persons earning above 150,000 Kenya shillings per month. So with that, you can see there is no Kenyan that is locked out from owning an affordable housing unit. And this is a call to all Kenyans. We have over 140,000 units that are going on in terms of construction across the country. I'm sure somewhere near you, you've seen a project that is going on. We've put out 4,888 units for sale currently, which will be allocated in about 2 months' time. And for you to be able to own a home, you just go to www.bomayangu.go.ke, which is hosted on eCitizen. You're able to register and activate your account with just 200 shillings, and you can start saving towards your home. So the deposit is 10% of the home that you choose. And we've partnered with financial institutions to be able to offer affordable home financing, so that you're able to just get support to own a home. Within our Act, the Affordable Housing Act 2024, we have subsidized interest rates for this program. So for the social category, home financing is at 3%, fixed interest rate over a 30 years period. For the affordable housing, it's 6%, and for the affordable middle class, it's 9%, all over 30 years. So you can see we've tried to subsidize across the entire chain of within the affordable housing program. And you can either come and purchase on cash basis. The financial institutions are able also to assess you and offer affordable home financing. We also have tenant purchase scheme or terms over the same 30 years. And all affordable housing projects are being done on either national government land or county government land. And we are processing titles for the same that will transfer to the affordable housing program, and we'll be able from that to process sectional titles. So we know sometimes Kenyans are worried, like this is government land. Will this house be mine, or will over time the house be taken over by government or something of that sort? But we'll be able to process sectional titles. So once you're done with your payments, then you get a title for your unit. And all the facilities that will be completed and people are able to move into, they'll be set up management companies to run the housing projects, to be able to manage the common areas, and every owner of a unit within each project will have a share within that company. So at that point, then fully it's owned by Kenyans who've taken up the units within that area, and you have your sectional title, and you never have to worry that your home will be taken away from you. So kindly just log on to Boma Yangu at www.mobayangu.go.ke, or you can dial star 832 hash and you start your journey towards your home ownership.